Hello everybody, Bernie here from Stampin'-Up. We've got Rich here as well. Gosh,
Hello.
the chat's been busy. Who we got here tonight? Hi Anne. Hi Leslie Ann. Anne and Leslie Ann. Oh, I'm pushing buttons. Hold on. Oh my gosh, -6 degrees. That is crazy cold. Our one son and daughter-in-law are down in Queenstown at the moment, so we've been watching their temperatures, and it has been freezing cold there too. So yes, hi Mum. Hello. Very good. No, we're not too bad here. Hey, we've been 5. Which
Plus 5.
Plus 5. Hi Monica. Excuse me.
Hey.
Hello. So it's been a busy week again, eh?
Always a busy week.
Always. You know what this one said to me on Sunday night?
What did I say?
I said to him on Sunday night,
It's true.
Yeah, hang on, let me say it. So I said to him on Sunday night as we're getting ready, hi Vicky. As we're getting ready, we always put our coffee mugs and everything on the night before we go to bed. So I'm putting the coffee mugs out on Sunday night, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I always still feel like that hostel syndrome thing, you know, you've got to go back to school the next day. So I said to Rich on the Sunday night, I'm like, oh man, what happened to the weekend? It just
why did it go so
how did the weekend go so fast? So Rich replies and says, yeah,
minute by minute.
Minute. Oh, that's yes. Anyway.
And then I said, you were so busy.
Yeah.
That's why it sped by.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You were running from one event to the next.
I was. It was
having a little bit of shut-eye here and there.
Anyway, we've got a fun card tonight, ladies. We've got a very, very fun card tonight. So I put a little bit of a challenge out to see, you know, a few months ago on social media, there was a thing going, I was so many years old when I discovered boom, 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 fill in the blanks.
You wrote about that in your newsletter today.
I did. So I was, okay, and this is where the fun's going to have. My mom is not allowed to participate in this one because she will know the answer. I was, how old? How old was I when I discovered, I'm busy telling you the answer to the riddle, Leslie Ann. So, first of all, the riddle is, how old was I last week when I discovered this? And anybody, I'm going to pop over to my desk.
How old were you last week?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a riddle. It's a thing that goes on social media. I was so many years old when I discovered this, like the first time you learn something or hear something that you've never ever known before. And it was going around, I was 54, 55, 75 years old, 21.
So you want the viewers to tell you how old you were last week?
Yeah. So
guess, your last birthday.
Guess how old I was last week. And I'm going to pop it over now to the desk. It's just fun. All right, here's the card. All right, she's like today years old. Yes. Here's the card. What do you think is on here that I have never, ever worked with before? Can anybody guess? 102 dog years. Anybody like to guess what is on here that we're playing with today that I've never worked with before? All right, so while I leave you to start guessing that.
How many human years is that?
How many human years? You've got to divide 102 by 7, I think it is. Okay, so let's get my bits and pieces out. So this is a square card, and I'm going to be using some basic white. I've also got some
toothpaste, sheets,
foam sheets, toothpaste. Woohoo! Let's see if anyone else can guess. All right, I'm just making sure I'm putting them all back, the bits, that I don't lose them. All right, so we're going to start off by creating, I want to do this background first because it takes a while to dry, but I do have one prepared beforehand. So we're going to do that first. And anyone wanting to guess toothpaste? Toothpaste. I'm intrigued by that answer.
Shaving cream. It's got a bathroom theme going, yeah?
Shaving cream. Oh, they're thinking I'm doing it. Okay. All right. Here are the colors we're working with tonight. Pretty and Pink, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lolly, and Peach Pie. So we've got some pretty in colors, 2024 in colors.
Modge Podge.
Modge Podge.
Stickles.
Oh, yeah. Stickles. But no, I don't have
Is
stickles.
anybody warm? Anybody hot?
There is one answer there that is burning hot. Burning hot.
Which one?
Well, that's giving it away. Any more guesses? Has Vicky guessed? Yes, she has. Okay, Monica, you are the winner. Foam sheets. Can you believe it? So I'm just doing a background here with some Pretty and Pink foam sheets. I have never, ever worked with foam sheets.
Dryer sheets?
No, not dryer sheets.
Foam sheets.
Foam sheets. All right. Sorry,
what's the difference?
Dryer sheets are the ones that you use to pick up ink, but foam, you're going to see what we're going to do with them. All right. So I'm just doing my background in Pretty and Pink. And then I am being a bit naughty. I'm bringing in a non-Stampin' Up stencil, but you can use whatever you have in your stash and some textured paste. So tip number 1 for tonight, I put these rubber bands, size 82 bands. I got on Amazon, and let me just show you what I do. So whether it's a Stampin' Up paste or I use Ranger pastes, I just close my bottle, my jar, that's the word, where the seal's broken with this, and it honestly makes a difference. Tim Holt shared that a few, maybe last year, and it has been an absolute game changer. So I'm just using my paste. You can use Stampin' Up paste. You can use molding paste, whatever you've got. I'm just putting that through my stencil. And of course, remember, if you are using stencils, just to wipe them or clean them off straight after. So I'm doing this right at the beginning so that it can actually dry, but I do have a backup one because I know it won't be ready.
Leslie Ann says texture paste is like toothpaste.
True. This is true. Okay. So I'm just scraping it like cream cheese and just picking up and then just doing a pretty lift. Right. Then I like to just come with my palette knife and just make sure if there's anything on the edge, get any extras in there. Whoops. Oh, my letters have just fallen all over the floor. Whoops, that's fallen too. Okay. All right, just hold on a minute. I just need to pick up all the things that I've put in my packet. I had everything here so that I wouldn't. Oh, goodness me. It keeps falling on the floor. Okay, hold on. All right. So I'm going to just set that to the side and just turn that over. Let that one dry. And while that's drying, we can go to the next stage, which we're going to do a little bit of smooshing. So I've got my silicone mat, and I'm bringing back those colors. Spray bottle. Get all my other pieces out the way. So let's start with Pretty and Pink. I'm just going to drag a little bit there. And a little bit of Granny Apple Green here. You can't see it, but you will see it soon. Lemon Lolly. Whoops. Over there. And Peach Pie. Over here.
Toothpaste probably would smell nicer, probably. Okay. So I've just sprayed that, and I'm just using my fingers just to mush that up. I don't want to make mud. Just mushing it up a bit. And I've got some thick basic white, and I'm just going to pick it up. Okay, pretty, isn't it? Just checking where that's going. Have a look. More. Have I got, yeah, I've got enough ink there. All right, I like that because I'm going to be cutting a circle out of that. So let me give that a spray to clean that. Bring this out the way, and then we can dry that. Okay. Okay, so that's, yes, I'm sorry, I was going to warn you, Leslie Ann, that it's a bit messy. I'm just lightly spraying at the back of the paper, just a little bit. And the reason I do that is because the fibers get hot, and so in order to just relax the paper, if you spray it on the back side of that paper, they relax. Okay, so now I've got my background, I can actually bring in my dye, and I'm using these dyes tonight. What are they called? I can't remember. Spotlight on Nature dyes, and I decided I want to use this sequence tonight. So, oh, hold on, wrong pace. So let's get a bit of everything in there. I want a little bit of the pink. I want a little bit of the yellow, the peach, the green. So I like where it's sitting there. So I'm just going to run that through my cut and emboss machine. Excellent. Cool, look how pretty that is. I love making my own backgrounds.
It's very gorgeous.
So pretty. So just punching this out. Okay, is the camera picking up those colors for you? Can you see that? Yeah, it's pretty, eh? Right, so let's start putting this. Oh, actually no, let's do the next step. Let's get all the prep work done. So I've die cut this out of vellum. And who said stickles earlier? Somebody said stickles. Now I don't have stickles, but I'm going to use Anne said stickles. I'm going to be using the metallic enamel effects silver. And those of us that follow Ruth, we know she always uses her finger, right? And every time she does it, if I'm watching her live, I'm yelling at her. I'm like, biometrics. So I'm not going to put it on my finger. Thanks, Mum. I'm just going, oh, that feels like it's wet. I'm just going to rub this around. Or actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put little dots around the edge. So I think this is still, well, it certainly is in the South Pacific market. I think it's still on the last chance list. So we don't have stickles, but we do have some metallic effects. So I'm rubbing that. You love making your own backgrounds as well, Anne. I know, it's so satisfying, eh? Very cool. Okay, so that's going to have a nice shimmer to it when that all gets put together. So I'm putting that aside. I love this smooshing as well, Vicky. It's one of my favorite techniques. Okay, let's talk foam adhesive sheets. Have you ladies worked with this before? Am I like the baby? So this is what they are, love. Look here. You can see.
Wow.
Okay, so I've already cut out the word happy. So it's a foam sheet. It's quite thick. It's got a adhesive layer on the top and an adhesive layer on the bottom. So I'm going to be cutting out the words happy, and I'm using the alphabet a la mode dies. Now, my experience of cutting this out is I had to do, it was about 4 passes of this. So bear with me. Sorry, Lovey, I know you find it boring when I do this. Bear with me as I'm going to cut out the word happy. And what I've done...
Where's your double P?
I don't have a double P. But what you can do while I'm cutting it out is you can sing the song. I am H-A-P-P-Y.
You don't want me singing online.
No, I don't want you singing online.
Can't hold a tune to save my
Richard's
life.
tone deaf. So you can sing I am H-A-P-P-Y. I am H-A-P-P-Y. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. All right, pass number 1. Okay, pass 2. And 3. 4. And we'll go one more time, and let's see if that's enough. Let's have a look. I think this is enough, and then I'll just quickly do the other P. Yeah, it looks like it. So I'm just popping these out. So why it's taken me, I don't know how long this has been on the catalogue. One of you ladies will be able to enlighten me as to how long I have missed out on using this. How many years it's been in the catalogue. It's been a long time, no doubt. This is what I found as well when I did my trial card. My hands got sticky. Hold on, just stay. Okay.
Monica says it's been there a little while.
A little while. That's very diplomatic, Monica. Thank you. Yes, I know. I know. Isn't it interesting, though? And you know what? I discovered it because I was watching a non-Stampin' Up demonstrator making something with these adhesive sheets. I'm just going to go and do this other P. And I thought, oh, do we have something like that? And so I went online and I put it into the search function, and oh, there's my A. It's just got stuck onto my, and found them. I was like, blimey. 2, 3, 4, So definitely seems to be between 4 and 5 passes is a good number for this. Okay, let's come back. So there are how many sheets in the pack? 6. That's pretty economical. You're gonna think you can use this for so many things: scrapbooking, obviously card making, journaling, you name it. All right. So where are we at? So here's my base. I want to stamp the birthday before I do the happy. So let me just, oh, hang on. Looking for my stuff. I'm going to use an old stamp here. I adore this Biggest Wish, and I was just looking for the birthday. So I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to use Secrecy. Okay. Whoops, feels like it's going to fall off. Don't fall off. It's because I haven't cleaned it for a while. Please don't fall off. Right, so let's pop the birthday at the bottom. Yay. And now, is it better on the black? Maybe I should just leave it on the black for the assembly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's what I did. I die cut my foam letters. Okay. Put them down. So there's my H. Fingers and thumbs with this. Let's get that out. Very quiet. Is everybody watching?
Mesmerized.
Hold on. Take the paper off that. Oh, just, yeah, that's good. Stuck that down. Okay, here comes my first P that I've just now made skew. There's a piece stuck there. Yeah. Next one. And my Y. Why does that not look sticky? Okay, just pulling these layers off. Okay, right, so that's the bottom layer. And then I'm just going to remove this top layer of each one. So let's just get that all out the way. So we've got this, where's my camera? There we go. Okay, so we've got the happy. Then I went and cut out of some designer series paper. I actually went and cut out the happy this time out of peach pie. So just get that ready. I'm missing letters. These are the ones that fell on the floor earlier. Hold on. Let me just look. I've got a H, A, P.
Yeah, it's on the floor next to you.
Can you see it?
On the floor next to you.
Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So now I can stick them down. So I'm just putting the designer series paper onto, as best as I can, onto this foam. My H there is a bit skew. Let's see if I can lift that up. You do have a bit of wiggle room. Oh, she says. Might turn that one. think I might have accidentally turned my H upside down without realizing it. But that's okay. Right, let's go with the P. And the other one. You have to hold your tongue right. And then the Y. Excellent. Look at that. Okay. And now, where's my scratch paper? I just want to come and do a bit of flicking. So I've got my right marker where my pink is. And I'll bring in my apple green, granny green, where the green is. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky's being a good admin. Thank you, Vicky. I so appreciate that. Okay, so here is my base that I fiddly work. It is, Mom, but we've also got tools like these little putty things that you can pick it up with as well. She says, throwing everything around. So this will actually be a useful thing to do. So I'm going to put, I'm just looking, I'm going to put this on with some stamp and seal. So let's just get that on. I don't usually use my Seal Plus a lot, but I do use it when I'm putting things onto my pastes. So I'm going to put that one there. Oh, no, that one there. There we go. Gosh, that was close. That goes over there. And then that goes on the top. I wondered why it looked a bit shorter. Excellent. Yeah, that's better. Just pushing that down. And then my card base, we can go onto there. So this should be dry enough, but I'm just going to do it anyway, just to make sure it's really stuck on. I like the contrast of the petal, the peach with the pink, excuse me, rather than the pink on the pink. You see the difference? Yeah. What's happening? Would you be better putting the DSP on top of the foam sheet, then cutting it out? Attaching to white cardstock. Right, see, I'm a brand newbie at this. So would you, okay, hang on. So let me get you right. So taking my DSP, so you would take the DSP, put it on the top, then put your dies on. Is that what I'm hearing? So let me know if I've got that right. Because as I say, I only figured this out last week that I had never worked with it. So I love the fact that I'm learning from you ladies. Thank you, Monica. They are pretty colors. Okay, what am I wanting to do now? All right, I'm putting my base. So my pretty in pink goes in there. Now I'm still missing some paper, love. What have I done with my white? On the floor, maybe? Can you see a piece of white cardstock? It's fallen out?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly cut a piece because there definitely should have been one in my kit. Would you mind bringing me the white cardstock in the cupboard, please? I'm going to find this after we've finished packing away. Hey? No, just from there. I just want to cut a piece to go in here. I know I cut it, but it's everything fell and it's probably underneath. Yeah, let's have a look. So, oh, it's going to be a bit smaller. Is there another piece? A bigger piece? A loose, no, over there? No. A loose piece there. Yeah, that one. That will do. Thank you. So 3 7/8. My 3 7/8. beautiful. I've just got to put some bling on. Is that right? Pull the backing sheet off. Yep. Stick DSP on. Yep. You used white cardstock and color with blends.
Cardstock ODSP. Yep.
Okay, righto. Okay, excellent. I will try that. Why is my glue not working today? I will give that another go.
Maybe the glue's finished.
No, I think it's for some reason. Oh, it could be. It could be. Oh.
You had
It's
classes.
finished. I've been teaching too many classes. All right, that's going to go in, and then I just want to pull off my piece here that I made and just tear myself a border. Big enough? Perfect. I'm not going to fiddle with that. Use a bit of your pretty paper inside. And then the last thing I want to do is just add some bling. So I've just got my old in color dots from last year. And I'm just going to add in, maybe I'll put in a peach pie over here. And it looks more like a yellow, but that's fine. And we can, no, I don't like that. Put a peach pie over there. Or rather a green pink. Excellent. Right, just clean everything away because we are done. So what is Vicky saying? We used white cardstock and coloured with blends. Yes, that would look pretty too. You could put foam sheets on your leftover smooch for words too. That is absolutely right. We could do all kinds of different things with a foam strip. So I'm going to have some good fun with this. So here we've got the two options, the two different dyes, the pink on pink, then the pretty, what's it, peach pie with the pink. Yeah, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the pink on pink or the peach pie on the pink? I think they're both very, very pretty, eh? Really beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Such a bright, fun card to make. So we did smooshing. We are only limited by imagination. That's exactly right, Vicky. Yeah, so thanks, Mum. So yeah, we did smooshing. We did foam adhesive sheets. What else did we do? We did the little bit of bling with the metallics. Yeah. Oh, and the stencils, the masks, and the texture paste. Use over die cuts too. There's so many use for it. Exactly right. Well, thank you, ladies, for the encouragement and the tips on how to play with my new toys. I definitely will be getting more use out of those.
Yep.
Heaps of fun. But I just love when I'm looking at them in real life, as it were. I just love the depth and the texture that it brings to the card, eh? And it's not too bulky either.
No.
Fantastic. You're welcome, Monica. So, Friday's a public holiday again in New Zealand. So enjoy your long weekend to all my Kiwi friends, and thank you to everyone watching on the replay. And exactly what Vicky said, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, if you're watching this and you're not subscribing, please do hit the subscribe button so that you can come again next week. So thank you, everybody. Keep warm wherever you are, and we will be back in our craft room next Tuesday evening. See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.